Today we're looking at what I call Owomi in Ibibio, which means my servant. And we start with a song. The greatest thing in all my life is serving you. The greatest thing in all my life is serving you. I want to serve you more. I want to serve you more. The greatest thing in all my life is serving you. I think we should really see this as a privilege, serving the Lord, because God indeed works in serious ways. Particularly if you look at the subject that we are looking at today, Jeremiah 27 verse 5. This is God speaking through the prophet. By my great power and outstretched arm, I made the earth and the men and beasts on the face of it, and I give it to whom I please. So God can choose to do as he pleases. And this is why it's very interesting. Look at verse 6. Now I have placed all these lands under the authority of my servant, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon. I've even made the beasts of the field subject to him. Now, don't forget, this was the heathen king, had no relationship with God, and God is placing even his chosen people under this particular heathen king. We also see the same sentiment expressed in Jeremiah 25, verse 9. Behold, I will summon all the families of the north, declares the Lord, and I'll send for my servant, notice the word, my servant Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, whom I will bring against this land, against its residents, and against all the surrounding nations. So I'll devote them to destruction and make them an object of horror and contempt and everlasting desolation. And I think this happens whenever you have the people of God getting into sin. God raises, like in this instance, the heathen nation to pass judgment on the people of Israel and, of course, the surrounding nations. And of course, this then brings, there's really no place for arrogance. Even as a believer, and that's why we started with that song, that the greatest thing in all my life is serving you. You should see it as a privilege that God has called you out of sin into his kingdom, and continue to live in fear and trembling of the Lord. You don't want to do anything that will displease the Lord, because there's really no place for arrogance. But of course, this also raises theological and philosophical questions. Romans 9 verse 8, therefore God has mercy on whom he wants to have mercy, and he hardens whom he wants to harden. One would then say, then why does God still find fault? Who can resist his will? Of course, people have, all through scriptures have resisted God's will. Of course, God will still have his way. Pharaoh resisted, but God will still have his way eventually. So there's still human agency. But I think our best bet is to stay right in the center of God's will. Let's not take anything for granted. Let's not say because we are children of God, we've come to know him, we can never go into sin. God can use anyone, even the stones can be used by God. So see it as a privilege and live for him, serve him all the days of your life.